Hello and welcome, and I am here to talk about Path of Exile. Now, I've already talked about Titan Quest and Grim Dawn, and I figured I should really talk about Path of Exile. Now, to me, Path of Exile is awesome. It is amazing. I spend so much time on characters on there. I don't put money into the game, though. So I'm not a player that goes and will drop money. What I do is I create a character from league to league. Like right now, I've created 2 characters since the Legacy League started. I tried a duelist, which I'm trying to focus on mainly cold damage, and I'm doing a Marauder. Now the Marauder it's not gonna have any fire, any cold, any elemental damage. It's gonna be all physical. So melee support, skill gems, ground slams, sunder, stuff like that. Path of Exile has so much in the game. So what you can do is you can go through and play the game, and there's side quests, there's main quests, you can build your own hideout. Each town is different, which I really like, which is something that reminds me a lot of Diablo 2. You have different towns, different people to talk to. The thing that's really cool is you have the skill gems, and you put the skill gems in, and you can level up your skill gems to make you almost overpowered. Like, I have a Marauder that's a level 31 that's really overpowered. I don't have a really high level character. I haven't made it to end game yet, because I take my time. I want to take my time, build it up. But the character I'm working on now, I got, I think, about 20 breach stones right now. The character's developing how I want it to, really developing how I want it to, and I really like the aspect of the passive skill tree and being able to, do you want to go to life and armor, or do you want to go to physical damage? I'm all about that physical damage. Life and armor, you can always pick up flasks. You can pick up rings that increase your life. All that. Physical damage, to me, though, the more damage you can do, it makes it really good. And I really like Path of Exile. I like the fact that there are so many classes, and all the classes are different. And that if you want to, you can have an assassin that has elemental powers. You could do a whole lot while you're playing. And the fact that in June, Path of Exile is releasing 5 more acts. So right now, you have up to Act 4. You have a lot you can do in the game. There's PvP. There's trading. You can find lots of good items. And once you get into a rotation of, this is how you want to play your character, this is what you want in the character, Path of Exile really works really well. I've tried every character class, even the Ranger, which is, I think, the weakest class. The Duelist really takes a lot for you to actually be able to boost it up. I think the magic characters are probably the easiest, because there's a lot of videos online. People like Pox, Kinetic RTG, this guy Dizzy. There's a lot of Templar classes and witch classes where they're able to really boost up, do fire damage and stuff like that. I think it's harder when you're trying to stick to the other classes, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm really trying to push through and make these badass fucking characters, because that's what I really want. I want these characters that are awesome. So the main thing that is cool is you have the flasks that you can upgrade. You have different styles of weapons, armor, jewels. You can transform your armors, you can craft. There's a lot in there. You can even join guilds and stuff like that. So to me, Path of Exile, there's a lot more in the game that I like, and I play it a lot. I play Path of Exile a lot, and I think it's one of the few action RPGs that is really good, especially for loot, because you can find loot all over the place, and there's so many different kinds, so many different colors. crafting is something I'm not too good with, so I can't really talk about crafting. But the shadow class is a really cool class. I have a shadow one that's all freezing damage, all cold damage. I have a Templar that's all fire. So to me, I really wanted to go the Templar. I wanted to go fire. I like to have each class be unique, so I'm not using the same skill gems. When I was first playing, I really didn't understand the whole skill gem, passive tree, all that stuff. But I do now, and I really been working really hard to get these characters just right, alter the skill gems, make them really good. I need to work more on my Templar, but I would actually give Path of Exile an 8 out of 10. And it might be a little bit more after this new update comes out in June, but it's also going to be on Xbox One, which, when it's on Xbox One, I will be doing videos about that. It's just right now I don't know how to really record videos off my computer. So, Path of Exile is a really good game. For those of you who haven't checked it out, and if you really love Diablo 2 style, you have got to play this. It is a really good game, and I really recommend playing Path of Exile. And as always, this is Chucky's Funhouse, and you could always find me Crazy C Hero Rise on Twitter, and you can find me on Facebook as well.